Nice game, yeah.
I'm
Hello,
sad
and
now.
welcome to Tabletalkers Band of Iron 62. I
What
understand it's been a while, for which I apologize, so I imagine that a lot of the stuff we do tonight is going to be a bit of a retread, so we can understand it and hopefully don't forget it for next time. So,
Well, it's gonna be another month, so.
shut up, don't even say that.
I know, we're in hell.
Well-
That's all I need to know. Alright.
No, it wouldn't, be so long in between fucking sessions if James would just give me my fucking computer.
No,
moving
I
the
said
fuck
keep the
on,
recording
moving the
clean.
fuck on.
Yeah, now I'm mad.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's go over what happened. They went through a hell portal, found a critter ball, fought the critter ball, went, oh shit, yeah, I have abilities that I've, by now, forgotten how to use again. Moved on from the critter ball, went to James's hometown in the hellscape. It was a relatively, normal-ish, for as much as that makes sense, like a humanoid settlement in the hellscape, of which his family members were ruling, namely his brother, whose name I have written down but have forgotten, who Tadori did not like, for reasons which may or may not be accurate. Upon finding that they were in charge, though, Tadori tried to investigate as to what happened to their father and his youngest sister, the answer of which seems that the father went out to go visit the aspect of corruption off in the hellish lands some distance away that I honestly have forgotten, and I'm bothered by it. But after that, I believe the party was looking into what they needed to do to have an audience with that aspect of corruption. It seems like it requires a sacrifice of something that matters to the person that is attempting to contact it, which is the information they got from Tadori's father's study. And I believe that the party was staying the night in their manor. Probably manor.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So assuming nothing else happens throughout the night other than your researching, which I believe we did on camera last time,
Yeah.
then it is the following morning as the somewhat off-colored sun, it's probably more white than the party's used to, crests over this alien landscape.
I barred the doors and windows. It didn't matter, but I barred the doors and windows.
Okay.
I don't trust this motherfucker. As far as I can throw his ass. He's been trying to poison me my whole goddamn life. What the fuck? No.
How am I supposed to know that it's fucking day now, James?
You're not in my room.
What
Says
a bit crawls out from under his bed.
Then you'll just wake up when I do.
Tiny little fucking, bug crawls out from under James's pillow.
Don't be a bug.
Good morning.
But let's say it is now breakfast as the servants get the breakfast done and set up along the table, and somebody eventually goes to the rooms and inquires if you would like to break your fast.
Food. I go
I'm gonna let them eat first before I eat. Though it won't really matter, because if he's poisoning them, he wouldn't poison them, he would just poison me.
Around the table, the spread that you see appears to be some sort of a meat that you swear twitches every now and then.
that's normal.
And some sort of plant which seems to still be kind of like trying to grasp out and find something to latch onto.
Also normal.
Things don't die here.
Mildly terrifying.
A little bit, yeah. Like if you take a bite of something and swallow, you can kind of feel it as it goes down. But that sensation does eventually go away.
It's like eating squid, it's fine.
That said, the taste is acceptable. It's a little weird. Things are a bit more robust than you're used to, but it's edible.
Certain things you just don't chew, right? You just don't do that to yourself, because then it's tiny little bite-sized portions of things that are still alive.
And certain things you absolutely must chew, or else they will find their way into your lungs.
Correct. Certain things you must chew, other things don't chew it, because if you chew it, it's only gonna get worse. for you. Not it.
So which ones do I chew? Which ones do I not chew?
Okay, you see that one right there on your plate, the little green thing? Don't chew that. It's not necessary.
It has
You
little
see that?
tendrils that are reaching out and like just
You just go,
flailing in the
basically
air.
all those tendrils. Have you ever eaten live squid?
No.
Okay, well, it's kind of like eating live squid. You just ball up the you curl up the twist the back tendrils together, and then you just swallow it head first.
I tie the tentacles into a little bow.
Don't fucking tie them.
I tied them into a little bow.
it's
That's
tentacles.
gonna leave a knot in your stomach.
I didn't say ate it. I said I tied the tentacles into a bow.
Well, don't eat that.
I now
Think-
eat it.
Okay.
I was told not to.
Squeezy.
But anyway, that thing you can eat while it's still wiggling. The other thing that things that you have to chew are like those big meaty things over there that are still like pulsing and shit. That you got to chew that. You have to chew that.
Y'all got like bread?
You ever seen bread that's alive?
I mean, technically, because plants are alive and bread is made from plant. But I'm assuming you mean alive in a far more terrifying manner.
Just bring in the bread.
It's already on the
Bread.
table.
Is it already on the table?
Can I tell which one is the bread without confusion?
Yeah, something looks loaf-shaped and plant-based.
I grab the bread.
I haven't been here in a while. You're gonna have to remind me. Which one's the bread?
Describe the bread.
One moment. Is this just so that I get the temperature of the thing right? Is this Caleb has to go in like an hour and a half? Let's hurry up, make some progress, or is this let's spend it all here in the manor?
We should hurry and make progress.
Okay.
I'm just trying to do things.
I can do both things. Normally I'd be doing that, but whole bunch of time between sessions. You know?
Yeah, we should make
Yeah.
progress.
Okay.
Progress.
You have your breakfast. Tadori's family is around there, barring the father and youngest sister.
One of the only ones I actually gave a shit about. Fuck.
Is it safe to assume that we have not been poisoned?
Have I made you roll?
You have not. But that does not give us a yes or a no.
You don't poison somebody in your own household. It's bad form.
It is. As this pipes up as a reply to
Shut up.
Tadori's. It's the truth.
I don't care. I already said it. You didn't have to say the same thing I did. Don't mansplain me.
I'm backing it up.
You're mansplaining me. I've got this. Chill out.
All right.
Don't turn that all the way up. You'll deafen yourself.
Monkey.
As soon as the party gets their fill, I'm gonna suggest we leave Nyon immediately. Because I have all the information I can get from here.
Eastward, but I can't remember the days.
I'm pretty sure it was a week. Like, I'm 90% sure it was a week.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
Let's say so and just hope.
Give me 2 seconds.
1.
Unless you have it written down, I don't know
Yeah.
where in the video that would be, so I don't suggest trying to
It's
find
all
it
the way
that
at the end. It's all the way at the end.
The end is pretty deep.
Yeah, but I can I can skip
Because
too.
you guys researched.
Tabletalkers Band of Iron 61.
No, we don't have.
Remind
You-
me if you're willing. I would like to look at your wares. Your wares, but your store to poison later, just to see how different they are from our plane.
Oh, you want to look at those things? Do you want to do so whenever you get back or before you head out? Something might help you on the journey there.
Would they be useful here? I assume they
Uh,
just affected things not native to this plane.
Well, poisons here, the ones that work, have to be able to affect things that are here. So they're super effective against things that aren't used to it, but things that are, they work.
And to be clear, this is both poisons and venoms. I know there's a big difference between the two.
Well, since we're splitting hairs, there's really not a lot of
Yeah.
poisons you want to use on creatures.
I
Takes
have
too long.
not put it to side. I have not counted out that creatures will not try to eat us while we're here.
I mean, I guess that's true, but if you're going to coat yourself in it, you're going to have to probably get some, and it'd be nasty.
If you would be willing to harvest some before we leave, that would be great.
Oh, what do you want? Just something that can get coated on a piece of ammunition or something?
That would be preferable, yes.
Since you're
Ammunition
leaving,
or weapon.
go ahead, stay here. I'll come back and get it to you before you leave.
Thank you.
And they walk off.
I feel it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Yeah, we have to get there in a week. I just found it.
Alright.
Because if I don't make it in this week, the next window to talk to this fucking person is years from now. Yeah.
So as you are all heading out the front door, question mark, yeah?
Yeah.
Know what to say?
Yeah.
Cool.
I got nothing I want to say to the Ozas.
As this returns and hands Jodak a vial, basically explains that it is from some creature that I don't want to name right now, and elaborates that
say,
it
man?
does the amount of damage that I sent you in your text message.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, I hope you all make it back safe. Don't take too long out there.
Ozas,
What?
don't feign care. Poor form.
Uh-huh.
I know you want me to die, because if I succeed, that means I'm better than you. I mean, what's the difference? in
Whatever
standard?
gets you back in one piece.
It's just because Daddy picked you. Because I wasn't around doesn't mean shit.
Any more insults to chuck my way, or are you off to go see if you can find our sister?
My sister.
You
And
see
I
like
just
a moment.
Spin and leave.
Okay, everybody else sees like a moment where like that's not okay on his face, but then he just kind of shakes his head and lets it pass.
Do you need anything collected on the way there or back?
No,
We're
everything
not doing anything for him.
didn't need anything. Just try to find her. Okay?
Got it.
They changed how Roll20 does their dice, and I don't like it.
I'm finding an open space and just pulling out the carpet.
Oh, you're going to fly there?
Unless there's something that'll stop us from flying.
No, you can, and it's better than going through most of the bogs. Just don't get caught by anything.
That's worrying.
It is.
We'll be fine. We fought 4 dragons at this point. We will be fine.
Okay.
I was talking to my party.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got my own wolf now too.
Yeah, but
Don't
this
mind
is a little yeah.
It's fine. He's a good boy.
You all load up on the carpet. Head out. Realistically, the distance is calculated for a on foot person through bogs. So, of a week-long trip, this will probably cut a few days off. Somebody make a piloting check, preferably whoever is piloting, and somebody else roll me 2d12.
Intelligence check. Who is intelligence?
D12s.
Oh, 27.
The first D12 is a 7. The second D12 is a 4.
Alright. So for this first day of travel, as you are going through, you kind of begin to see a shadow like over you. And as you look up, you can see that there is some large flying monstrosity that has interposed itself between you and the sun of the area. But as it is swooping down into you, something seems to catch it, like it gets stuck in midair. And then proceeds to struggle a bit as you just see like a bunch of two-dimensional things change what direction they're facing. And just this horde of small skittery things just envelops it.
You sure flying was a good idea?
It's faster. And do you really want to fight another critter ball? Or 2? Or 10? Or 10,000?
Maybe.
I didn't get my pet gerbil.
That's not going to happen. You can't tame the things that are here.
Have you
Nor
tried?
can you take them with you when you leave.
You sure?
The DM
What do
looks from Tadori to Vashir. Holds in a comment.
Man, what's up?
Okay, that doesn't count. Barnabas doesn't count.
No.
We're talking about taming gerbils.
Alright. But now it's sort of starting to get dark again. You guys gonna hunker down, find somewhere to blah blah.
Yeah.
You
and
have-
I can tiny hut, I think. Hold on.
Does that fit everybody? I think so.
Yeah, it fits 8 people. And I
Okay.
can ritual cast it because I'm a fucking bard, bitch.
5 spells.
So it doesn't cost me a spell slot, and it just sits here for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And we're safe.
That's how Tiny Hut do.
Yeah, tiny hut is the best spell in the game. I love it.
Until you get complacent and then somebody casts a spell magic.
Well, yeah.
How about Marvelous Mansion?
Marvelous Mansion is a very high level spell for the exact same thing Tiny Hut does. Creates a safe space.
Do you even
It
bother
also
to
takes
set up a
longer
watch?
to cast.
As if that matters whenever you're casting something to go to bed in.
I'm not going to do anything watch related.
We're in a
Because
foreign
I'm
land with foreign
complacent.
creatures.
Alright.
We're in a foreign land with foreign creatures, so I'm at least going to watch for a couple hours.
Okay then.
The cool part about Tiny Hut is you can make it temperate in here. You can change the temperature in this fucking thing.
Yeah, it's climate controlled. Jodak, as you are sitting through your watch, off in the middle distance, you start to see something kind of like sludging towards your location. It's low to the ground, maybe only like a foot high, but it seems to be about maybe 15, 20-ish wide. And it's just kind of glorping along the ground. You can see various things that it's picked up along the way. Just kind of struggling in it.
Coming like at us.
God, it's a fucking slime.
It's coming right at you. It ain't fast, but it's coming right at you.
I'm gonna wake up the Dory. Hey, the Dory.
Stop kicking my foot.
What is that? I mean, it's slow.
Is it a slime?
One could call it a slime.
It's a slime.
Do I need to be concerned?
We're in a tiny hut where nothing but us is allowed to be in.
The last time I saw a slimy thing like that, it was a guardian.
Did
As
you
you're
not just
having
hear
this
what I said?
conversation, the slime gets maybe 20 feet closer.
And it
Did you
seems
not-
like it's coming right at us.
It is, yes, but it can't enter the tiny hut.
So it cannot dispel magics.
I doubt it. It's just a tiny fucking slime.
You look at it, there's one of those gerbil things, chinchilla things, just kind of walking along the area. It doesn't seem
He's
to be
just
paying much
getting
attention,
food,
then it
man.
just gets plump, and then it just keeps moving.
He's just getting him some food. That's all he's doing. He's just eating. They don't really have eyes. They don't see where they're going. They just pick a direction and go.
It's getting closer.
It's so concerning. And I don't like it. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it.
You keep watching it. Tadori, are you trying to go back to bed immediately?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. You lie down and ignore things.
Again,
Jodak,
I'm complacent.
that's fine. Jodak, as you watch it, it does eventually make it to the edge of the dome. And then it starts to go up and over the dome. Eventually, like, the entire thing is enveloped. And you see, like, these weird little mouth-looking things on the bottom of it, just kind of, like, sucking along as it goes. And then it goes over and crests the dome. You're entirely enveloped. And then it goes over the other side.
Ugh.
You can see... Go on.
Carry on.
You can see through the dome that it appears to have left some kind of a semi-viscous substance on the outside of it.
Like a snug.
Is there any area that's not covered in it?
No.
I don't know how this dome works. Can I just use a mage hand to like wipe it away?
Try to cast a mage hand
From
inside the
little
dome.
area.
It gets to the inside of the dome and it don't go any further.
It don't go off the dome.
It don't go out the
It can
dome.
go out the dome.
No.
Can
It
I?
can go out the dome.
I don't think
spell- You can cast spells out the dome.
You can cast it out of it, but I don't think that things can pass through it.
You can shoot arrows through it.
I don't think so.
Dome is fucking cheesy as shit because it takes a minute to cast. So you can't use it in combat effectively.
I don't think that they can pass through it. Is the thing. So if you have to step
find
out to do it.
Worst case scenario, I can just cast mage hand outside of it.
But then you'd have to put
no.
your hand on the other side.
I mean, it's not touch. I can cast it anywhere within 30 feet, but if I can't cast through the dome, it doesn't matter.
Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it.
Yeah.
So you can
Weird.
make a hand and then it can go along the side and just be
spells.
like, touch.
Spells can't, but arrows can.
Creatures.
That's what I heard.
In the dome because
I'm just gonna make myself a little umbrella. I call it that. Just a little covering so I can sit underneath it so when the dome disappears.
You
if
just
it
make
will-
yourself a tarp so you don't get covered in goo later.
Yeah.
In however many hours, this shit's probably gonna dry, and it's just gonna be a secondary dome on top of our dome.
domeception.
Everything here is alive, so I'm assuming this viscous goo is still alive.
No,
It
it's
will
a
stay
secretion
a
from the
viscous goo.
original creature. It's fine.
I have no reason to believe one way or another.
I'm not awake, so you do.
I'm not awake.
You.
I'll be real. Thaddeus has more of it than James does in this instance.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
But yeah. After that, you're gonna go to bed with your tarp over your head and body.
Yeah.
Okay. The long rest ends, and Tadori, right as everybody's waking up, the dome dispels and just everybody covered.
Prestidigitation. I clean myself.
It's a little sticky. It feels wrong, but it gets off eventually.
Ugh.
Do it.
Your point?
Y'all okay? You're not dissolving into goo, are you? I'm just poking my head outside of my little tarp dome.
If we were, you would be too, because that tarp wouldn't save you.
It'll buy me a couple seconds.
As you're having this conversation, Jodak, because you're now enamored by the fauna of this region, look and see one of the little chinchilla things. It does a little chinchilla poop, and then you swear you see the poop get legs and scuttle away.
Y'all might want to clean
ask.
that off of you. Like now.
But after some prestidigitationing, everything's more or less cleaned up. Probably Peon PJ feels invigorated because whatever it is came into contact with him, and then he ate it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that what he do?
Yeah, it is. That's my boy.
Back on the carpet?
Yeah.
Back on the carpet. How intelligent are our surroundings?
Huh? Oh,
Just out of thought.
most of the
Do they have
plant
an intelligence
things...
of 3 or more?
Most of the plant things be real dumb. Most of the animal things be real dumb. Some of the gnarlier ones show up on your radar, but other than that, meh.
Okay.
You can tell that they get progressively smarter the bigger and scarier they are.
Nice.
Like that
I had to
kaiju that
ask.
was about to grab us.
If all these random goo things were really smart, I'd be upset.
Pilot check, D12 number 1, D12 number 2. Don't care who do give. me
I'll
things.
check 21.
I got D12 1. Somebody else roll D12 2.
You're making me roll dice in this dice rolling game.
I got you.
How dare you?
You bought them all for a reason.
I'm rolling the dice.
To look at them, you're right. That is my reason for buying them, to put them on the shelf and never use them.
Yeah, pretty
The
colors.
What was
Mine are
it? What?
metal. 6.
So he has a 6, I have a 1. The 1 is the first die. The 6 is
21,
the second
6.
die.
Okay, I can work with 21, 6. This time you're going through, Jodak. Since that bullshit yesterday, you've been on the lookout. And thankfully so. As you get a little ping on your radar of there's a smart thing nearby. And you're looking around, don't see anything, immediately come to the realization of, oh, wait a minute. Make things significantly slower and start flying evasively. And you pass by without issue.
Was it a magically invisible smart thing?
It wasn't magically invisible. These things are just like super duper thin.
Okay.
Like hard to see.
So, any idea what that was? Because that was something.
Listen, just because I lived here most of my life doesn't mean I have categorized and cataloged every single creature that lives in this place. Because there's no such thing. no catalog, no category, no matter what you do, there will always be something new.
I feel
Because
like
everything comes to life. Don't lose a finger. Don't.
Probably Jodak, as he's saying this and as you're looking around. You'd say things are about as wild out here as they were orderly inside the town. Like a 1-to-1, it's weird.
I feel like you would at least know the big heavy hitters. The big important things that are dangerous.
I did not study critters when I was in school.
You should.
You really should.
I studied how to kill things in school, so it didn't matter what the critter was. I killed it.
Yeah, but you still would know how dangerous things are. Like, I didn't study
I learned what I could
animals
pick a
and
fight
things,
with
but
and
I
what I
know
couldn't pick. I learned what I could
wyverns
pick
are
a fight
less
with.
dangerous than dragons.
Again, I learned what I could pick a fight with and
Wyverns
what I
would
couldn't.
disagree.
We went down more to wyverns than we did to dragons. Just saying.
Yeah, we did.
Dragons hunt alone. Wyverns don't. Wyverns can take down a dragon.
Mm-hmm. That was a bad example.
But as you're having this conversation, you begin to come to the foot of what appears to be a mountain range.
Getting closer.
And it is now the equivalency of sunset again.
Oh, man. Tiny hut again. Tiny hut doesn't require concentration,
I know.
which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Scrying, targeting little sister.
Are you doing that within the hut?
Oh, fuck. No, I'm gonna sit on top of the hut.
Then the hut would dispel.
Why?
Because if you leave the hut, it dispels.
Oh yeah, I can't leave the hut. Fuck. Cast scrying before hut.
Alright, that sounds
forget
wise.
how hut works. I always forget how hut works. Though it wouldn't really matter if I did it the other way. Because I have 3 second level spell slots and it's just a second level spell. And I'm getting it back anyway. But
Do
hey.
do do do. What does Scry do? It's like
It lets me see them. They do. It is a wisdom save, but they have like a -5 because they're very familiar to me. And if I have a picture of them, which I would have a picture of me and my sister, it's also another -5.
Total of 15.
Doesn't pass. So I see them and they don't know I see them.
Okay. What you see is your sister seemingly huddled underneath some things, attempting to probably hide, is what you're getting at. They look haggard, they look a little emaciated, and they look injured. And it's dark.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Sending on my sister. Uh, 25 words or less. Tell me where you are. As best you can. Send. That's 13 for me.
It takes him by surprise, so it takes him a bit,
That's fine.
but then you do eventually hear back. Bye, Father. At the thing.
I'm gonna cast it again. How far from the thing are you?
Don't know.
Okay, that's fine. I will use all of my 3rd level spell slots for this. I'm getting them back anyway. I will be there soon, don't worry.
You just hear frightened noises.
That's fine. I gotta give some reassurances, damn it.
Oh.
This is my favorite sibling, leave me alone.
I didn't know Tadori was capable of feeling emotions.
I will stab you. That
Not
is my
so
emotion.
good.
I knew he felt rage, but
I have
it's in
never
the
been
positive
angry.
mode.
I have never been angry. Except for one time. One
Yeah,
time
but-
I've been angry.
But you just always seem angry.
You threatened to stab a lot of people.
That's not anger.
And kill a lot of people.
That's annoyance. You people annoy me.
Is that a good thing?
I'm still here.
I'm counting as a good thing.
I'm still here.
I think that counts.
I
high five Jodak.
Yeah.
How high do you jump to high five Jodak? Because he's currently 6'2".
Oh shit, that's right.
Am I 6'2"? Wait.
I forgot he's not
You're
a tiny
human.
halfling anymore.
No, I'm 5'8".
You're a short human. Got it. He's still a fucking goblin who is at best 2'4".
I am 3'6", thank you.
That's a really tall goblin. Jesus Christ.
I drink my milk.
Out.
You gonna take that handout, Peon?
Yeah, I'm not giving him a fucking high five.
It's not a high five. It's a low five.
It's a high five for me, motherfucker.
Oh. Shit.
So you want to put up that dome now?
Oh yeah, shit. I gotta put up the dome.
Dome.
Also, I have some things to run by you people.
Whoa, okay.
Is it like those things that are running by?
No, fuck that. I have 2 ideas.
Okay.
Because I have to give up something important to me. There are only 2 things in this reality that are important to me. And that is my ambition to rule and my body. That's it. Save my sister, of course, but I'm never on a million years. Not gonna happen.
What about your stone?
No. It's a tool more than it is... I mean, it's important to me, but it's also a tool to succeed in what we're trying to do.
This tool has kept you alive in a number of situations.
Well, so is this, and he draws his short sword. This has kept me alive, not as much as the stone currently, because the stone is way more powerful than this, but this heals me when I kill things. And he sheathes the sword. So it works. But, neither here nor there. Currently, the options are sacrifice my ambition to rule the Hells, which there's a little caveat there where I can just rule somewhere else, or sacrifice one of my limbs to the entity and allow them to put their own limb in its place. That is current plan in my head. I wish to run it by party as a whole to see if it is agreeable and or what we think would work, because we've all read the wording of what we need, or what I need to do what I'm going to be doing here. So what do you think?
I think it's your body, your choice. You know, I don't necessarily think that we as a group should really decide what you have to give up when we're not giving anything up.
Maybe so, but also, I don't want you to go, oh, hey, he's got a new demon arm. Or, sorry, devil arm, James. Fucking damn it.
Mr. James.
It's my brain, shut up. He's got a new devil arm, and that devil arm is acting erratically all the fucking time. Let's not have him around anymore.
Satori,
What?
you know who you're talking to, right?
Yeah, you know this is kind of like a fucked up group of misfits, right?
One,
Technically
Dion
might have
as
worn.
PJ.
Like
He has a
I
full hand
have a
arm.
lichen in my arm. I have a
Okay.
rock arm.
Yeah,
This
but
is not my original body.
well, I'm very
He's
aware
just
of
a
that.
fucking brain.
Okay, but the brain thing is useful, right? It allows you to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
PJ is agreeable. And oftentimes makes very beneficial deals to garner and gain favor with all of us,
Makes
More
for a
often than
conversation
not.
too.
right? I'm going to be making a fucking pact with a devil, nigh on deity, that they get to garner control over a body part of mine. Because it's one of the things I have of importance to me that will work.
What body part are you thinking about?
An arm or an eye? An arm so they can do what they want in the world as a whole, or an eye so they can see what I'm trying to accomplish.
I mean, I feel like the eye doesn't have too many negative impacts on the rest of us.
Well, that depends. I've heard stories of looking deep into a devil's eyes causes mass hysteria, madness, and oftentimes suicide, but I don't know.
Well, I can't look in your eyes anyway, because you're like a lot taller than me, so.
Well, you can look up and I can look down. And the height mostly comes from the horns.
Fair enough. But even then, we don't like look at each other's eyes.
No, but other
Eyes.
people do.
That sounds. At worst, you can get a cool eye patch.
That would defeat the purpose of them being able to see.
No, you could get a magic eye patch where they can see out, but other people can't see in. I'm sure someone somewhere can make that.
Potentially.
On the other hand,
Mm-hmm.
we are potentially, how do you say, interrupting all interplanar travel. So you might not ever be able to come back here.
Oh, I'm never going to be able to come back here. I've already chosen that I'm going to be sticking with you people. I have to bring my family with me. I have to talk them into it before I leave.
In which case, your desire to rule the house would be, what's the word?
Not
Invalidated?
impossible.
My point. So it would just be my desire to rule in general. Which is, I don't know if you knew this about me, a big part of who I am. My
Really?
ambition.
Couldn't tell.
Wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say anything.
But I'm
Yeah.
also extremely vain. So my body is very important to me
Really?
as well.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah. The point I'm making is I don't know which is the better option.
I don't think
Both
we can
of them
decide
are-
that for you.
I'm not saying you can decide that. I'm saying you can give me pros and cons, damn it. So I can better decide.
I mean, these are two options in which really the only person who can choose or decide the pros and cons is you. because it's things that you care about that are, being given up.
We might
Only
consider
you
a
can
pro.
decide that.
It might be considered a con for you.
Yeah.
And likewise, what we consider a con might be a pro for you.
This is just a unfortunate situation where the decision has to be yours and yours alone. And all we
Yeah.
can do is just let you know we're going to support you no matter what you choose.
Tadori pauses for a moment. He'll reach out, put a hand on top of Peon's head, and say, "Thank you. I appreciate the support."
Anytime, buddy.
Let's go pick a fight with a deity.
Yeah! Oh, my Pringles! Fuck. I dropped my Pringles! No. God fucking damn it.
As he picks up his chips, you guys get ready for another night.
Yeah, Tiny Hut was up.
Same question as before.
I'm not. I'm not doing any kind of watch. Again, I'm complacent.
I am. Because I've seen things today. And
I'm
I
also
do not
gonna
trust.
I'm also gonna sit and watch with Jodak.
Oh, great. I can just tell you about the things I've seen and felt today.
Alright, I'm not therapy hag. Let's get that out the way first.
That's not what I meant.
Just throwing it out
But I
there.
probably should go
alright?
talk to her too.
2d12s. Give me a
I don't want them.
thing.
I don't want it.
That's fine. That's
If we say no, he legally can't do it.
I've never rolled a d12 before. So I kind of want
What do you
to.
mean you've never rolled a D?
It doesn't
I've
come
never
up.
rolled a d12.
I have a
Most
3
of us
for the
never
first
played a
one.
Barbarian. I got a
First
second
rolled
one.
11.
Oh no, they stole it from Dadius. I guess he'll have to get the next one. So that was a 3 and... What'd you say, Caleb?
I got a 4.
3 and a 4. Okay. So as you are overnighting here and the sun dips down and everything becomes dark, most of the night it's pretty peaceful, all things considered. You start to get a bit, probably time to go to sleep, and you suddenly feel as though you are being watched.
In which direction?
Would you like to make a perception check?
I love
Can I make it
perception
with
checks.
advantage?
What?
Can I make it with advantage?
If one of you uses the help option?
300
Consider-
feet, he has smart thing.
Yeah, 300 feet, I have smart thing.
Well, maybe it's more than 300 feet away.
Maybe you do. That's what I'm just asking.
Well, does it
Make
have
the
more than
fucking
300 feet of
check,
dark-
okay? Shut
Does it
up.
have more than 300 foot of dark vision?
It might. Shut up. Just roll the dice.
I just lost a d20. I lost my good d20.
What do you mean good D20? None of your dice are good dice.
Yeah, but the other one is 6. It's very bad. As in, I rolled 1. Oh, there it is.
Thaddeus, what's your perception?
Pretty damn good.
Pretty good, I think. It is not 10,
It's
but it is
not
close.
10. So like 9?
Yeah.
Okay, you have exactly 1 more point than me. I'll give you the help action.
I don't think he needs it.
Oh, I rolled the bad die. I meant to roll the good die. Whoops.
But I get the help action.
Oh well.
You do have advantage because he is given the help action.
22.
Okay.
Sorry, I was doing math in my head and struggling.
Kind of look around a bit, and then you notice, probably like halfway up the actual like mountain trail, you see a almost like serpentine looking collection of rocks.
You could say everything's alive. Does that mean the rocks are alive?
Or maybe it's not a rock at all. But something that just looks like rocks.
I'm going to wake up the Dory.
Oh, I swear to
Okay,
God.
I'm gonna wake up everyone. So this is
What do you want?
Well, it might be nothing. Which is, hey,
I am laying on my side. He kicks me awake and I roll onto my back. What?
there's like a rock snake thing
It's
I think-
alive.
watching us.
It can't get in the tiny dome.
But the dome
Concerns-
disappears eventually, so
In 8 hours, when we all wake up,
I mean, I think the concern is
and
more
you
so,
know it's there now.
but it could follow us and cause issues later.
We fly.
Snakes are fast.
it could just like sneak up on us before I get the
Oh.
carpet out.
My God. I'm gonna have a fucking
You turn back to where it was, you no longer see it.
Do we still feel like we're being watched?
Oh yeah.
And it's gone.
Yeah, I don't like this shit.
Could you just anchor the hut on top of the carpet
No,
so we can
No.
just fly around with it?
No.
we shall
It's a
not have
dome.
the invincible battle dome.
First off, it's a dome, so it would be vulnerable to attacks from the ground.
No, it wouldn't. It has a floor.
It has a floor.
Yep, it has a floor. It's hemispherical. I've looked it up. I needed to know.
Okay. 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 Secondly, since apparently that's not the thing that I thought it was, because I always thought it was just the ground underneath my feet. Anyway. Secondly, there's only so much that things out here can do. And there's only so long that things out here are going to wait. Because they are always hungry.
You hear crashing
We are
off in the
not.
distance.
We are not easy prey. We are not easy targets. Anything that is intelligent will see the tiny hut and go, that's going to take too long. I can't get through that. It's a wall. And not mess with it. Anything that isn't intelligent is going to pound itself against the wall indefinitely. Before dying.
So
And then
there's
eventually
no
coming
chance
back to life.
that they would set a trap for us that we could just stumble into
Okay,
or lie in wait for an
Traps?
ambush.
traps are things that you set on the ground, right?
Potentially.
On the ground. Ever. Besides when we're sleeping.
Not really, but occasionally.
Okay.
Like
Whatever
yesterday,
traps.
there was something flying in the air that was just really small.
Are
and
traps stationary, typically?
Some are.
Okay. So with a stationary trap, or a trigger mechanism that is 90% of the time stationary, you're targeted by a trap as we fly over it. Unless it's one sheer fucking massive ass spider web.
But the
Which
web
we would be
still
screwed
alive
if we
in
ran
that
into
case?
anyway.
I don't like this place.
The life plane is not a fun plane to be on. I warned you.
I just don't like the imagery. That's it.
Everything is alive. Everything is alive. That
Yeah,
carpet's
that's the
gonna
issue.
come to life eventually.
So
Now
we
I'm going
got
back to sleep.
and our blood just was on the
Yes.
ground, but it comes to
Yes.
life.
Yes.
It's like a little slime.
Yes. Yes. And then the blood droplets would form together and become a big slime. Or would just become bigger the more it eats. I told you not to lose a finger for a reason. All that blood that was spilt when we killed those critters are new critters. So again, yes, it's alive. All of it. The grass you walk on, the rocks you can see, everything.
I have concerns.
None of them outweigh me saving my sister, so save them. Got it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going back to sleep now.
Have a good night.
I'm trying to. Good night.
I'm just looking around for that stick now. So you know.
You look around, you don't see it, but you do sense that there's a thing out there with your brain sense. You just don't see it whenever you look in that direction.
And I wouldn't know it was like under the ground because I think I just get a direction and that height.
Essentially, you're gonna have to make checks to blah blah.
Yeah. Okay.
Going to bed.
Bedtime.
Yes. I don't like it. Yes.
You don't like it, wake somebody else up for watch. Not me.
I have my familiar. I can wake up, but I'm afraid that she'll turn into something else.
I mean, Barnabas looks fine.
Fine.
Quotation marks.
Have you been resummoning Barnabas every time we rest to get a catalog of new forms?
I think he's just keeping it
Tina,
dope.
What's up?
have you been resummoning Barnabas every long rest to get a catalog of new forms?
It could be.
Or you can just keep it dog.
Or you could just keep it Doge.
Hmm.
It is currently a Hellhound, which is awesome.
I'm gonna keep Doge. He's a good pupper.
Something wiggles every now and then that probably shouldn't, as you're probably lying against it.
But we have a floor, so we can't feel it.
No, that dog.
Oh. Wait, dog can't fly.
Dog can't fit on
Says
carpet.
to
A dog can't fit on carpet.
Oh. Then
The dog isn't here right now.
Gonna ruin this for him? You gonna ruin his dog? I wasn't gonna do that.
I mean, it's ultimately up to you, but dog can't fit on carpet.
It's up to me until you brought it up. Also, are
It's
you
still
sure
up to
about that?
you.
Let's look at the numbers on the carpet.
8 people. We have 5. I think the dog is bigger than 3 people.
No,
No?
a tiny dog.
not tiny.
It better not
It's
be.
not.
It better not be tiny dog, because it has to be a mount. But if it can fit, if it can fit on carpet, it can fit on carpet. That's fine. I don't care. I think the carpet also has a maximum weight capacity of like 800 pounds or some shit.
Depending on the size of the carpet, yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember. I think we got the best one we could get.
And
though,
then the
didn't
party decided they wanted to walk everywhere from now on.
we?
Eric sent mites to eat the carpet, and nobody was happy about it.
You've already burned my carpet. Don't have random mites
Didn't
up
we
here.
buy like the best one we could get to transport us, and then like 2 of the shittier ones to just
No.
transport shit? No.
We just got one really early on. Like really,
Oh,
really early
yeah.
on. And it's been
mean-
keeping us this entire time.
I mean, that's fair. I also had like a folding boat.
That I still have.
Yeah. It's
Somewhere.
not the good kind. Because I misread words.
Do you do anything before you go back to bed, people that may be worried about the large-ish creature-ish thing nearby?
What can we do?
I don't know. You tell me.
Step out of the dome for 2 seconds, light the whole area around you on fire, and then wipe back in.
Build a little fence around the dome for all I care.
Walk outside the dome, get in, and problem solved.
What it though?
Well,
What
you've been
be?
eating. Now it's not hungry, so now we can leave. Besides, not many things are going to eat you anyway. You probably taste bad.
It's rude. No, I'm not doing anything.
Shh. Shh.
Alright. Morning comes. Everybody's waking up at around actually no. Vashnir,
Yes.
you wake up first, because nobody managed to wake you up randomly in the middle of the night.
There.
As you're kind of looking around, off to one of the sides, you can see, like, coiled up, ready to strike, snake style, is just a long, interconnected, like, rock tubes that all come to, like, a bit of a head.
It's an onyx.
It's probably about 3 times the size of your dome in height right now, just kind of, like, looming.
Listen here, you little shit.
It's gonna. Hey guys.
Oh, motherfucker.
Everybody's still gonna get their long rest, I'm not.
Yeah, what? Fuck.
Any time yet?
Sleep. Sleep.
I'm just pointing. What's that thing?
It's a snake rock. It's a rock. That's a snake.
Oh.
Oh. So that's where it went.
Nothing to be worried about then?
I mean, it wants to bite us. As you can see. Because we're probably in its territory.
It's a snake rock. It's a snake rock. Huh.
Yeah.
Does that mean there's snake rock venom?
No. Maybe. I don't know. That looks more like a constrictor. Which don't have venom.
As you're all sitting there talking, doing this, you can see that at the end of it, a little tail pokes up and begins to rattle. It sounds a lot like
That's not a
maracas.
constrictor. God damn it. I don't know its strike range, but I'm going to assume it's a yes. And at the same time, the dome is dropping in 4, 3, 2.
Wait.
Oh, I don't get a choice. 1.
Activate stone for synergy things.
You gonna
I
waste
wanna
your
see
charges
Try to
before
fight
you
it?
get to the
Are we,
thing?
are
You
we
gonna
really going to
fight
try to fight it? Are we really going to fight this thing? We could just fly away.
I want the venom.
It's a snake. We're leaving.
I want the venom.
You can fight it yourself. I'm leaving.
Don't if we move, is this gonna strike?
It's gonna strike at us anyway.
It's gonna strike, but if we're going up fast enough, it's not gonna strike fast enough. We just go straight up. Besides, it hasn't struck at us yet, and the dome is fucking gone. Might I remind you, the dome is gone. we get away
Just
from its
kind of
territory.
staring down at you all as you're not moving.
We get away from its territory. And then we go up. Because if that's anything like a rattlesnake from your plane of existence, it's rattling because it's threatened and wants you to leave. Yeah? So we leave and don't get closer. And then we fly on the carpet and fuck off out of here. I have a sister to save. And I'm not wasting my good shit on fighting this rock snake.
Guess I'll get out the carpet.
You go
If
for
it's
something
still
in your
here-
bag?
I mean, I need to throw out the portable hole, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Movement. Okay. Eric doesn't want to run combat, otherwise I would have rolled initiative like 4 minutes ago. So, you guys are supposedly running, yeah?
Yeah, we're not fighting this thing.
I'm gonna strike at people as you're trying to get shit. So, tell me who's doing shit, do shit, we'll move on. Play it as though it is initiative, except I'm assuming everybody else is just being dodgy and trying to get the fuck on the carpet and fly away.
I'm
So
gonna
right-
reflect when it strikes me.
I'm assuming that you are.
If it's striking at us, I'm just going to attack it because I want its venom. If it wasn't going to attack, then run away. But I want its venom.
We don't have time for combat.
I know.
Reflect.
I gotcha. So it seems like the main thing is Vashnir's hopping into a defensive stance and Jodak is trying to get the fucking carpet up.
And I'm taking the dodge action.
Alright. In that case, it would be these things in order. First off, it'd be a strike toward Jodak with a 21.
That will hit.
Vashnir, do your thing.
Since he's in close range, what is?
It's like warding maneuver, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. I have a thing I can do.
Lay gasp.
You get a +5.
Oh.
So he
Is
doesn't
that
get hit.
enough?
Well, he just said if he uses shield, he doesn't get hit, and shield
Okay.
gives an automatic +5.
So in that case, as this thing lunges forward, Vashnir is just no and takes the end of his glaive and just bonks this thing like on the bottom jaw, forcing it to move. As he does so, you can see some bits of acidic venom just kind of like flying out of its mouth as it does this. At which point in time, it's going to level itself at the group, and I need everyone, to make a con save. As
It's
it
going to
aerosols
spit.
poison, venom, bad things.
Well, it's not-
Resistance.
well, that's weird because it's not it's venomous
I rolled the bad die again.
because it bites us,
Uh,
but it's
No, no,
poisonous
no.
currently because we're inhaling it.
so I have a natural
It has
one.
It's
both.
a weird thing.
Ooh.
What's your total? Nat ones don't matter.
Okay, that's great. Con save, you said, right?
Yeah. Also, you're good against poison, so like you're guaranteed.
I'm good against poison. I'm guaranteed at least half damage. That's a total of 4.
Good to know.
19.
26.
14.
Okay, 14's gonna fail.
Hold on. Something's wrong because I'm proficient in con saves.
What'd you say there, Hope?
I critted.
Okay, so you got a 20 for your con save. I don't think paladins have a thing for con. Do they? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Whatever
They're
the case, it's
proficient in it.
above. So they do. So that's
And
a
if she's
really
at
high
certain-
number.
If she's at a certain level, she can't be poisoned anymore.
Do they have the aura that causes everybody else to get their plus charisma bonus?
I think, but I'm not sure.
Somebody referenced that. Until such a time that I'm going to have to assume that just Peon fails.
22.
Don't forget you can reduce the damage you take
Paladins.
by an amount. Caleb.
Well, they get like auras and stuff,
Yeah, you get all kinds of
but I
auras
don't
and
know
things like that.
which ones go where. But oh Jesus,
Well,
poison damage on a failure. 50.
On
Oh.
a success, 25.
25. Great.
I need to half that again.
You do it.
What is that? 12?
Round
Round
down,
it
so
down,
yeah.
yes. No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
I has resistance.
I didn't take the class feature or the race feature for that, so I don't.
Okay, next up, Jodak hole on the ground. So you're probably either rushing everybody in or you're doing whatever it is you do normally.
Jumping in myself so I can just rise up out of the
Okay.
hole.
I'll say that it's down there, everybody can get on and you can start to get it risen, but you cannot collect the hole yet. Before this thing strikes off with another thing. It's just gonna take a bite toward the group. I'm Fashioneer, you do your thing. Tell me what I'm subtracting. Dice.
So if it actually tries to hit me, I'm just gonna use my armor to reflect the spite.
It's not trying to hit you particularly, it's just striking at one of
Yeah.
your teammates. But oh,
Is it trying to hit me by any chance?
it doesn't matter.
And it's gonna be
None of
the
this
next one's gonna be a +3.
I gotta know. So it goes to bite Vashnier, you just fucking punch it in the fucking nose.
Oh, am I still rolling for that dice, or am I marking that off?
I got a critical no. What would you be rolling for? What would you be marking off?
Hold on. If it's only if it's hit by an attack. So if it misses,
You'd still be trying to stop it regardless, you know? It's not a damage thing, it's just a...
Basically, because of the wording, you're not technically using it, but because of thematics, you are technically using it.
Yeah.
So you're not going to
Okay.
lose an ability of it, but you are going to be using it.
And then because dumbass Nat
Okay.
won, I'm going to say that it tries to do another spray, and it just doesn't come out.
Okay.
Okay.
If it nat one, did it fall in the portable hole?
Well, probably a little bit, but it's not really all that deep, and honestly, yeah, it is right below you, so yeah, your problem continues. Its head is now in the portable hole, as the carpet and all of you are floating above it. Third, what you doing?
We can get on the portable hole.
Well, it's currently, like, in the hole. It's actively in the way of that.
I
So
know.
your options are basically leave the hole or wait till it leaves and
That's
collect
what
the
I'm
hole.
advocating for, leaving the hole. We can get another one.
But I've had it for so long.
Could we, in theory, shove it into the hole and then
It's
just
too big.
grab the hole up?
It's
It's too big to fit in the
I'm
hole.
sorry. You could shrink.
I tried to advocate for it falling completely in the hole.
Hole's not that deep,
that
I'm
is-
sorry.
Does anybody have a larger deuce?
I do, motherfuckers.
Dude,
You can
two of you
reduce
have
its
it.
size. I
I
don't.
would.
Because
I
this
would
is
love
the
very
other-
large.
I'm the other caster. I don't have it.
I'm a caster now.
How
I don't
large
have
would
it.
you say is very large, Eric?
Very quite big.
Is it gargantuan? Is it huge? Or is it large?
As if I know those things. And it's long, too. It's not... Nothing's in squares. This thing's probably 100 plus long. So...
So it goes down to 50 if I use it.
But it still won't fit in the cube. Because the portable hole is a 15 by 15 by 15. Technically speaking.
I got lots of spell slots.
you can't
You can't use...
stack
you
it like
can't do
that.
I
'Cause
know, but I can help.
Enlarge reduces the concentration, sadly. You can make it
How
bigger.
big is your apartment?
Smaller than the fucking hole, I'm pretty sure.
I doubt that. I don't think your fucking apartment has a limit.
I was told there was a limit. I just don't remember what it is. I just know I got a couch in there.
And some wet
I think Eric said think tiny New York studio apartment.
You can.
So it's about the same size as the hole.
Also, he'd ruin all my books, and they're already fucking wet. Alright? I'm gonna
They're
read
already
those
dry.
eventually. I'm gonna read them when they dry.
Hey. So, I think polymorph is a wisdom save.
It is.
Does this count as a creature or a construct?
It's a creature because it's the life plane.
You would think so. Golems might disagree, like the flesh ones.
Well, that's not a thing. These aren't created by weird off-brand magic. These are created by life itself, so that they're alive. You said so yourself. Everything's alive. Literally. Flesh golems aren't alive.
Are they?
They're not. They're not.
Are they though?
Shut up. I'm trying to advocate to turning this thing into a hedgehog and putting it in the fucking portal hall.
I feel like I'd just rather chuck it away at that point.
One way or another, I kind of want to stab this thing, so I'm gonna stab at this thing.
Oh my god.
So you're not flying away, and instead you're leaning over and trying to stab it with your blade.
Away. I'm going to turn it into a hedgehog.
You have to be close to it for you to turn into a hedgehog.
No, I don't. I literally don't have to be close to
It's
it.
a
to turn it into
60-foot
hedgehog.
range, motherfucker. What do you mean?
I don't know the range of polymorph.
I'm turning it into a hedgehog.
Stabbing it first.
Okay, Jodak rolled a hit.
It's fucking chaos. God damn
It hurt me. I need the healing back. I took a whole
Motherfucker.
5 damage.
Drink a fucking potion.
it. Motherfucker, I got potions. I will give you
24.
level 1 healing word.
What's your total to hit?
24.
That manages it.
Cool. I already have all my 2 hit things ready.
Can I turn it
Do
into a
damage
just-
types matter?
Well, I don't think that the rock is going to be poisoned. It might qualify as immune
Or
instead of
necrotic.
resistant.
Yeah, necrotic's what I was
necrotic.
worried about.
Necrotic may fit due to how it is animated.
Okay.
But I would say it is resistant.
Why?
Because it's a rock that's alive.
Yeah, and necrotic takes away life force.
It attacks the soul. It attacks the soul.
It just necrosifies flesh.
Well, that's
In the
what we
wording
see
of necrotic.
in living things.
Sounds like soul.
Conventionally
damage.
living things.
Anyway,
1 stab, total of 43 damage.
Well, that's also 2 slash. Because you got 2 weapon, right?
I do. That is 2 slash because I'm using 2 weapons.
So you scrape your blades across it, you send some rock chips flying off of it. Dory's trying to spell, right?
yeah,
As a wisdom save.
yeah.
And your DC is...
17.
Spell fails.
God damn it.
My turn.
6, 7.
Polymorph this bitch.
Polymorph this bitch. DC is 16, because my wisdom's slightly lower.
I have a charisma.
Alright. Spell fails.
Damn it! Fly away! You stabbed it, you got your thing, fly away!
It recollects itself because now it's been able to circle back because you sat there and punched it.
I hate you.
Ow, you hit me. Yodak.
Oh god, fucking just
Well,
bite him. Bite him.
Huh?
I'm giving it disadvantage.
Oh my god.
Ow.
Action. Entropic ward is from my warlock stuff.
What?
With a disadvantage.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm keeping the warlock.
no.
My second warlock feature.
No, like, what is
Yeah.
that?
And a creature makes an attack roll.
No, I
Use
mean,
reaction to force advantage.
is that an invocation?
No, it's the subclass feature.
Yeah, it's just a subclass thing.
What?
Entropic word.
Is that Hexblade? What are
No.
you?
No.
Great old one.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
You swapped classes on me and you're using things I've never heard of before. Okay, so
I've
disadvantage.
used it before.
I've never heard of it before either. I just happened to look at
I've
it.
used
and
it
thought
before in the
disadvantage.
other person's campaign.
I wasn't running shit then.
I paid attention then.
Oh, the second die's higher.
Ooh, yay! I like the sound of that. Bite this bitch.
32.
Yeah.
32 is the lower die.
So can you shield and then possibly get a plus 13 from
have
his
shield.
D8? Why did you say I could shield?
I said, I wonder if I have shield. I do not have shield.
Oh my god. So with 32, there's no way in hell you can stop that. Get bit, bitch.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if this is one of those things where he gets bit and then he is now grappled by the creature and it just goes away, I'm gonna be mad.
No, that's what the venom's for. Except it doesn't know that he's like immune to venom. See, it all works
It
out.
doesn't do anything to me.
Well, it still hurts.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Maybe now we
It's
leave.
still a giant puncture wound.
So that is...
And it is still replacing most of your blood.
Jesus Christ. You know, I made a big scary thing and I'm sorry. That's 40 piercing damage.
Yeah!
No, all my shield I just got back.
And then 60 poison damage that you can't do shit about. Have down to 30.
Okay.
Maybe now we leave.
You said 40 piercing?
Yes.
40 and 30. Already halved on the poison.
Yep. Just doing math.
Does a hostile polymorph count as a charge?
What?
Does
No.
casting a polymorph count as a charge?
No.
I'm pretty sure the wording specifically says that's really like an attack.
Has to
Okay.
be an attack.
I never remember these things.
Maybe you should read your notes sometimes, James.
You expect me to read?
I look at mine sometimes when I'm at work.
I guess we'll just.
Okay, that's
I
it
don't have
for
that
it. Because now it's spending most of its time getting out of the fucking hole.
We're not actually going to fight the thing. Fighting wanting is fun.
You
So
got
I
its
guess we'll
fucking
just-
venom. It's in your bloodstream.
It's in my blood though. It's not in a vial.
Hey,
I'll just fly up.
let's talk
you
for
can get
fly.
it out.
Piloting
I
check.
You can get it out
I could fight it.
by your
Wouldn't be
damn
that
self.
bad.
Have fun.
Oh, that's a low roll.
That's not good because the piloting check
17.
here is contested against it trying to hit you. And it hits real good. It bites the end of the carpet.
The carpet's already been through so much.
And now it's missing a gash of it as it's just kind of punctures through it and rips away. Like the end part of it.
Does it stop us from flying away?
It's a little unstable now, but you're still flying. Make another piloting check.
That's a little better. 21.
Okay, you don't eat shit in the mountains. Good job.
Best outcome we could have asked for.
Could have just killed the thing.
I could have also just left. And you'd have 70 more HP. Onward!
No, 30 more HP and 40 overshield.
I only had.
Because remember-
24.
He had overshield.
You didn't have 40 of it, though. Anyway, onwards.
All
I
right.
now have nowhere to store the carpet.
You have other portable holes.
They're all full.
Oh my god.
Maybe just roll it up like a normal fucking carpet and carry it.
But then we have to spend the time to unroll it.
I'm gonna kill him.
As if that's
I'm gonna
slower
kill
than pulling out the hole and reaching into the hole and pulling it out.
I actually think it is.
It's not. Rolling something up and unrolling it, it takes less time than unfolding a portable hole.
Why did I think it took 10 minutes to unfold this carpet?
How big do you think this fucking carpet is?
That might be the boat stats I have right there.
It is the boat.
Jeez. Christ.
You flew away.
The snake isn't
Yes.
following us, is it?
No can fly. He's made rock, no wing.
It can look up. It can just be crawling along the ground.
It doesn't look happy.
I think we're faster.
The carpet isn't all that fast.
It's pretty goddamn fast.
The carpet's also not subject to this thing called exhaustion, where you get tired and need to take a break sometimes.
And also, it travels pretty much solely along the hypotenuse of a triangle.
Which is
Yeah.
the best.
The snake has to go up and down things. We just go straight. And it's also 80 feet per round.
For the worst carpet, the lightest carpet,
Is 80 feet per round.
the biggest carpet, which is used to be had, is 30 feet per round.
Which is still pretty goddamn fast.
Snake on ground, not in air. You escape. Congratulations.
I am not
Clap.
happy.
You need some healing, Jodek.
I will be fine.
Alright.
I will be fine. I just need to go stab at some things eventually.
I'm sure we'll do that eventually. Maybe
Yeah,
don't
one
stab
second.
a rock snake next time.
It
One
wasn't
second, I gotta change
stabbing
the
it that
diaper
was
real quick.
bad.
Oh god.
It was being bitten by it later. That was. I do have shield.
Oh
Ah!
my god! Hey, Medina.
Changing
Roll me
the
a D8.
diaper.
Just ran. Oh, damn it.
Okay. You want me to roll you a D8?
No, because he has the thing. He has the ability.
I got.
Oh, look at that. I rolled an 8.
Whack.
I have bullet-shaped dice.
I could have protected myself from that one attack.
It would have been like a 32.
I could not have protected myself from that one attack because I gave it disadvantage.
Oh.
If I had not done that, then I could have protected myself from that attack.
We flew away, and now we continue on.
Well, no, because we have 9 minutes.
That's why I said continue on, so we can put another dome up and call it there. Dingus?
Yeah.
Thaddeus. Yodak.
Yes.
Pilot.
So,
Someone
Pilot.
else. D12s. Gimme.
26.
Good.
I got one of the D12s.
I got the other one.
Which one's
5.
first? Okay.
8.
Gotcha.
I forgot all about my 11.
Jodak, amazingly, flying through the air for 3 days is about the amount that, it would take a person a week to go through a marsh and then up a fucking mountain. Who'd have thought?
Crazy.
So we're 4 days ahead of schedule. Whoa.
That's kind of weird.
As Tadora, you begin to see some of the specific landmarks mentioned in your father's research notes, and see what appears to be a cave that has a sort of arcane barrier, kind of dimly glowing across it.
Okay, so
Okay,
that's
back.
the thing.
Hello.
Okay,
You've
so
made
The
it
cave is the thing.
to the thing.
So the cave is the thing, yeah?
Well, the cave is where things go to communicate with the thing.
Okay. Okay. So I'm on the lookout for things that my sister could hide in. I don't give a shit about the cave. I don't give a shit about anything else yet.
Are you trying to, like, down on the ground survival check, or just, like, see things that
Perception
might
check
be
from the
hiding
side.
places?
Perception check from the sky, because I have a bird's eye view.
Okay, make a perception check then.
I provide.
Yeah, you
By
can.
pointing in the directions where I may or may not feel some intelligent beings.
Well, that's probably where the help is going to come in, but
Yeah.
just roll the dice.
I have math is hard. 21.
Okay. 21. There are places that someone/something could go into and hide that would probably lead to somewhere dark, like where you saw her. But as you're, like, looking over those and getting nearer to the ground, and Jodak, seeing that you're kind of looking for things, pipes up and says that he can't sense anything within his range, which is pretty extreme, realistically.
We have to find her before we go in there.
How do you know she's not in there?
She said she was hiding near the thing, not
She
in the
said
thing.
she was siding with Father.
And I don't know where Father is. Because I didn't get landmark details when I was scrying Father.
Well, if it's a aspect of a deity or a god of some sort, they could be protected behind some sort of barrier. So I just can't sense things through.
Well, the big ass barrier's over there. And they're out here. I know Father's out here. He's wandering around. Insane.
And when I scry for them now,
Because I can only pick one of them. And it still won't give me any other details than what they've already been given. The only option I would have is to hopefully be close to where she is, cast Sending, tell her to leave her hiding spot, and hopefully see her before something else does. That's a lot of big what ifs.
I could cast divination and like ask where specifically they are.
If you got a thing that tells you where things are, I would love to have that.
I mean, I got the divination spell.
Because I don't have the ability to locate a creature yet.
How do divination work?
Actually, before I do that, I think I have locate creature, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's like only within however many feet, though.
1,000 feet.
I
Or
also think the
1,500
barriers
feet.
make it unhappy, because the locate spells are just garbage. But
except
Locate
for that
object
one.
is. Locate creature's pretty fucking good.
You pull divination back up to read text.
Locate creature's a higher level, like 5th or 6th level spell. And it's pretty fucking okay. Locate object is not that great.
You also have several uses of augury that you could use.
Locate creature is a
That's-
4th level spell.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess do you think it'd be better to do divination or locate creature?
Well, can you do both?
I mean, I could.
Because I'm an all-out... I'm an all-out stop trying to find this girl. Because we're going to have a long rest again before we go in there, because we're 4 days ahead of schedule.
Fair.
And I have augury. But augury is a yes or no or maybe. So it's not really accurate.
I think it's good, bad, or
Okay.
both, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not yes, no, or maybe.
I know, but that's worse.
I know.
It has, with the action of using locate creature in this area, find the person I'm looking for.
Yeah, but
That
that
sounds
won't
like
give me
a-
a wheel, woe, or otherwise.
You can ask if it'll assist in finding the person you're looking for, which would give you a real woe or otherwise.
I'm going to use locate creature to
Okay.
ask to see if
I'm going to give him
Tadori's.
a picture of my sister so he has an image of her as well, if that helps at all.
Hastily looks up locate creature.
Describe or name a creature that's familiar to you. I sense the direction of the creature's location as long as the creature is within 1,000 feet of me. If they are moving, I know the direction it's moving in. And the spell can locate a specific creature known to you or the nearest creature of a specific kind, so long as I have seen the creature up close.
So would a picture count for that? Like known to them because they know what they look like?
Why is it randomly stopped by running water and nothing else? Sure, whatever. That's weird as hell.
Hey, it has to be 10 feet wide, thank you.
Nothing else stops it, apparently. Cool.
Oh, other
Yes,
than magical
running water.
barriers. But...
Yeah, other than magic barriers.
but you cast it, and you're getting a feeling from the direction of the magically warded cave.
Motherfuck.
I hate to break it to you. Looks like they're in the cave.
Rather than 300 feet, less than 1,000 feet.
Maybe.
Are they 300 feet away if we get closer to the cave? Just go to the cave. Just go to the cave. Go to the fucking cave.
He's a little closer, little guy.
Flying a little closer to the cave. See what's there.
Because just because they're in the direction of the cave doesn't mean they're in the cave.
That is true.
Maybe we get right in front of the cave and they're below us.
We'd still have to go through the cave.
I'm aware, but I want to save my sister first.
No, I'm just saying, if they were below us, we'd still have to go through the cave to get to them anyway.
Well, not if they're on the ground and we're in the air. They're just at the entrance to the cave.
That's right, I kind of assumed we landed.
No.
Oh.
I was using the bird's eye view of the carpet to see.
Make a good point.
As you're nearing this cave, I feel I need to ask this question, because it will
Yes,
set
sir.
the mechanics. Caleb probably wants to be ready for, sleep because it's about the time that we're supposed to do for that. But the things inside of this cave could theoretically all be done by Dodori. So as a party, are we okay if we just give him the camera, say this is your quest, and do things? Or does everybody want to go along? Or does everybody feel the need to come along? Because if it's, okay, let him do things, we can do the entirety of that in this session. And people can just get caught up on their own. Or just listen to things. But otherwise, it's probably going to be a little bit more straightforward. And we'd have to cut it before we get in there too far. And we'd have to pick up next time with the same thing happening.
I was under the impression that we were all going in and I was going to put a hut outside. Get a long rest, get all of our spells and all that kind of stuff. Maybe fight a couple of the smaller creatures that are really easy to kill.
But
to get all charges up.
I'm offering this. Because this is more of a story-heavy thing.
Mm-hmm.
If not, that's fine. Go through it as a group. But the things that happen at the end of it are just going to be Todori anyway.
Yeah.
And I just need to balance things accordingly, otherwise.
Yeah. Up to them. I'm not going to say to go or stay. We've stuck it out this far.
It's convenient to let them do it on their own because we get more stuff done. But I did say that I would, be there to support him, and kind of letting him do it on it. Go by himself feels like going against that.
Well, it's not just, okay, get your ass in there. It's what the barrier is going to do, which is what I'm asking if you guys are okay with.
I'm fine with going in by myself. You've all gotten me this far.
Because it's not like it's going to be in character, good luck, idiot. It's going to be, oh, only he can go.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Before I do that, you said everything is alive, correct?
Basically.
So if I cut grass, I get charges, right?
That's
'Cause I am
Only
killing
if you
something,
allow
and I
me
am
to then
attacking
have
things.
the grass attack back. The grass will be parasitic, and your ass will start to look like his arm, except fuzzier.
yo, friend, buddies.
Wanna play this game? Fine. Come on, let's fucking go.
I need charges, goddammit.
You should have fought the snake.
I will stab you
But
violently.
That'll give you a charge.
no, it wouldn't,
It
because.
won't give me a charge for stabbing him.
But again, over table. James solo, or wait till next time.
That's a y'all decision, not a me decision, so make the decision. You
I
fucking
think-
Zoomer choice paralysis morons.
I think James solo should be fine.
I think James solo will be fine.
2. 1 more. And we have majority.
Hey, majority. That's 2 against 1. That's majority.
Well, I have no vote, and 2, and it can only be 2-2.
It's
Yeah. I say let him do it.
Alright, that's 3.
So then, as Peon, as you are getting nearer to the little magical warbling thing, you begin to like experience a sense of just fucking dread as you get nearer to this little magical wall. And you begin to like feel some sort of like almost like static in between you and it as you get closer to it.
huh. Well, that's not what I was prepared for.
We all feel it since we're on the carpet.
As everybody gets closer to it, yes, save Tadori.
Whatever you're feeling, I'm not feeling it.
It seems like it does not want us.
To go with me. Correct. I figured when it got to this point that I was gonna be by myself. Fuck. And you could still sense my sister on the other side of the barrier the closer we got.
Looks to Arik.
Yes.
So I have to bargain and save my sister. And potentially my father. Though he isn't on top priority. He tried to sacrifice my sister for God's sake.
Is that confirmed? Or just a
There's no
theory?
reason for her to be here otherwise.
Emotional support.
Why would a
don't think you-
9-year-old be here as emotional support?
To talk to a devil.
To talk to a devil.
You say she's 9?
Yes. She's a child.
That is information I did not have before now.
Yeah. So yeah. No. There is no other purpose for her to be here. None. I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, holy shit.
What? What?
I forgot my armor makes me immune to poison damage.
Peon feels a lot better.
Armor makes you immune?
Yeah, because I'm wearing like gemstone armor.
Oh, hey, I'm not poisoned. Oh, my bad, guys.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
Good to know. Means I worry about hurting you less often.
Okay. Do y'all want to get another rest in before we go in here? Or before I go in here?
I mean,
One last night of hurrah, or do you just want me to get it over with?
Do you feel the need to rest?
I mean, I still haven't really decided which one I'm going to give up yet.
If I may be a
But-
little niggling thought in the back of your mind, how much longer do you want her to wait in there?
Yeah, I know. Shut up, brain. I'm aware. Out loud.
But I didn't say anything.
Not you. Your tiny brain. Smooth brain, in fact.
Actually, you've seen
Pretty
his brain.
sure.
It is quite wrinkled.
I'm not smooth.
It could be that.
Metaphorically smooth, not wrinkly. Not literally smooth. That's what makes you a smooth brain. Anyway. Y'all have fun, and I walk through the barrier.
Oh, fucking bitch.
As you go up and you
Find
interact.
spell.
Did Peon have a thing you wanted to try to cast before he went in?
I was trying. I wanted to cast something on him before I went in, but I don't know what I would have done.
Well, what is the spell?
Well, that's what I was fucking struggling for, trying to figure out which one. I was thinking
Ceremony coming of
enhance-
age.
Yeah, I was thinking like enhance ability, but I don't know
Enhanced
how long
ability gives
it would be.
me advantage on saves, and you'd have to pick an ability.
Well, that's the thing. I'd have to know what ability you'd want.
I mean, any are good.
And I'd probably do Constitution, 'cause then you also get 2d6 temporary hit points.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right, I'll do it. For 1 hour. Hopefully, it doesn't take much longer than an hour.
Awesome. I get 10 temporary HP.
It's
I'm
going
so
to
glad
talk
that
to a
you
god.
rolled.
How long do we wait here for?
For we what? We can't go fucking through the barrier.
Yeah, that's the point. So we won't know what's happened to him if he gets out of our range.
I don't
It'll
think you
be
have a
alright.
range past this door.
I
Exactly.
also don't think you ever range past this door.
That's my point.
It'll be okay.
One way or another, I'm coming out of here. Am I either going to
Could've-
be powerful or not?
Yeah.
I'm either going to succeed or I'm going to fail.
I mean, at worst, if we do start getting worried, I do have scrying, so we can see if it works to check on them.
And it has worked because we found out that she is in here. It does work.
Yeah, if I can just do that.
And I am familiar to you.
That you are.
So I do get a -5 to that save. Though I can choose to fail it because that is the wording in that thing.
That it is.
But if you get a new arm, you're no longer familiar to us.
Yes, I would be. Shut the fuck up.
Tidori as the individual would still be fucking familiar.
The likeness is where that would come in because I wouldn't look the same anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, give me some of your hair.
No,
But it
I'm
gives
also
me a,
already through the gate. Go to bed.
but it gives me a -10.
Not happening. Gives me a -10, not you.
Potato fucking potato.
No, because if it gave you a -10, it means you would fail.
Yeah, maybe.
It means your DC would be a 6, not a 16.
Maybe.
It's a big difference.
I know.
But anyway, I would choose to fail it anyway because they're checking up on me.
Best of luck.
I'm already through the gateway.
I'm saying it through the fucking gate. God damn it. Let me be
The amount of
supportive.
conversations, I think you're just kind of at the doorway like, oh, wait a second, people are talking, and then I'm going to have things happen after you go through the gateway after that.
Oh shit! No, it's Midwest. Fuck.
You have
Okay.
yet to press A to enter the fog wall.
This midsummer's goodbye is tiresome. I need to go. She's waiting for me.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Good luck.
Don't say that.
Yeah, luck's for the weak.
Break a leg?
Such a lie. Such a
He's
lie.
not an actor.
Technically, I am. Anyway, I'm gonna hit A to go through the fog wall.
As you do, it kind of hits you immediately. Like the air itself, it's probably the freshest air you've ever experienced. And that's weird in and of itself. Oxygen. Yeah. And as you're kind of like looking around, you can see some like bioluminescent fungi just kind of like begin to prop up and
I can feel
illuminate
my
a path.
blood thinning.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah, because pure unadulterated oxygen thins your blood.
Nope. As we're doing this, I'm gonna go take the dogs out.
Yep.
Y'all have fun. I'm gonna be here for a minute, more than likely.
But along this kind of rudimentary pathway, you can see it's being illuminated by this kind of like off greenish light. You can see various like archaic depictions of like the history of things, blah blah. It really goes in depth, but unless you want to sit here and become an archaeologist instead of try to find your sister, I'm gonna leave that to your imagination.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, cool history. Nope, I was never a history kid.
Moving forward,
intelligence is a dump stat. I'm a liar. I'm proficient in history, but hey, we're not going to worry about that.
Moving forward, you begin to kind of like faintly hear what sounds like maybe a waterfall or something. And as you are continuing deeper into this cavern, you just begin to feel something that you've never really felt before and can't really explain. Some overwhelming sense of greater than is encompassing you. Not like in an, oh god, I'm so cool, but like in a,
I'm more important than you.
no, as a, I'm somewhere that I maybe shouldn't be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like in the folk tales type deals in like Ghibli Spirited Away type thing. You step through a torii gate and now you're in the land you should not touch.
Yeah, well, I'm here now.
Yeah.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah, except I don't have infinite lives.
You continue forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you begin to hear just the sound of something squelchy, along with a low thrum coming from deeper within.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing along the path, you eventually the thrum begins to make itself known. It seems to follow the same rhythm as a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it gets to where you can basically feel that throughout your entire body as you are continuing downward into this.
Steady the heartbeat, match the pace, move. Nothing's stopping me from doing this.
And eventually that really becomes the only thing you can hear. Even the like sound of running water begins to disappear. As you continue down and you begin to see...
You say it's water, but I feel like it's blood.
A bloodfall probably would be a little more squishy. Unless there's like a lot of it. But if I say bloodfall, you're gonna think it's squishy. So I'm gonna say waterfall.
But you've also said that this is pure oxygen, so it's gonna be really thin, like water, so it'll be fine.
Listen. I gotta paint the picture. I gotta make it simple terms, okay? Okay. So...
I'm not that stupid, asshole.
We continue along. And you begin to see various, like, malformed
Besides, it would be
form.
gloopy, not squishy.
Gonna have these things fucking eat you. Done. 4 of them, just fucking done. No more. But they seem to be tottering around in the darkness.
That would do the same thing. What do you mean?
What?
I would create another character that would do the same thing. What do you mean?
But gotta be kind of late for that now. But they seem to be basically tottering around in the darkness aimlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Continuing forward, or like investigating any of these things, or just trying to bring the path to its
There's
close?
just certain things toddling around in the darkness aimlessly.
They
like
are
my father seemed to have been.
big and malformed.
Did my father seem to be that way? When I scryed him, because I saw him.
You looked at him, and it was you. I'm also pretty sure you just sending them.
No, I scryed him too. I scryed him to see if he was alive. That's how I found out he was moving around.
Well,
and
you
then
send-
I sendinged him to see if he was okay.
Whatever the case, from your scry, it wasn't very clear.
Okay. That's fine. I'm going to keep an eye out for familiar faces. While continuing forward. Because she seemed lucid more so than he was, so she cannot be as fucked.
You
It's not saying she isn't, but...
You continue forward.
Mm-hmm. Keeping an eye out for familiar faces. Passive perception of 16.
Along the illuminated path, you're not really seeing anything, and it does eventually end at an altar with just a bit of, like, almost like white with just a little bit of yellow. Radiant light coming from it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I'm going to examine the altar first.
On it you can see countless places where it looks like something has scratched it, blood has dropped onto it. Many things have happened on this altar.
Okay.
You can see various pieces of wealth. You can see some discarded limbs, it looks like. There's some, like, long desiccated hearts.
Yeah. Yeah.
There appears to be an intact skeleton of a baby.
Fair. Fair. See, the only dagger I have is the touch AC dagger, and it's gonna cut me to ribbons. Ugh.
Beware, pointy.
But I'm gonna slice my hand open with a dagger and lay my hand on the altar. My left hand specifically.
You bleed onto the altar a bit. After a while, you... Go on.
I was gonna say, James here. Hi. I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name, but I'm gonna say as James. But I'm gonna say his name.
As in the god name, or...
Yeah, well, as in the guy I worship, which is this guy.
But just still the god, it's just the bad
Yes. I have come. I'm gonna say his name, and then I'm gonna say I have come to bargain because I
One
do want
moment.
to be weird.
Zinnius.
Okay. Zinnius, I have come to bargain.
As your blood kind of spills out onto the altar there a bit. One, yeah, you're definitely not coagulating properly. And two, the blood seems to kind of fizzle away.
Yeah, I kind of figured. No response. I'm assuming.
No response.
Okay. I wish to be your champion. Your avatar, if you will. On the material plane. As here soon it seems that all planes will be locked to their respective locations.
The little baby skull kind of like cracks and turns and looks at you too quick. And then you hear from it, kind of crackly and not fully formed, another champion so soon.
The one you have now is weak. before he became this, he would always be bested by me. And now I only wish to prove that to you.
A prideful
doing so,
sort.
I have been called worse. But in proving my capabilities to you, I also wish to save my sister.
There it is.
The only thing I have to sacrifice that is really worth value to me is my body and my ambition.
I have watched you, as I have all of mine. You're lying, though I do not know if you know that.
I do not know that.
If you wish to save your sister, I believe she is behind you and to your right, and then maybe 300 paces, with your father. You may take her and go, or you can strike a bargain, complete an actual deal, maybe even become a champion of mine. But let it be known, I know what truly matters to you. As I knew what truly mattered to your father and to your brother.
Will you answer me a question?
What is the question?
Did they willingly give her up?
One of them did.
Which one?
I think I'll let her tell you what she knows first. It might come across better. Go quickly. I don't know when he'll eat her.
I take my hand off the altar and go to my sister.
You go off in that direction. You do come across the hulking monstrosity that is now your father. Just a mishmashed sort of hellish construct. Bones, spikes just spurting out random places, organs that shouldn't be where they are, and just whenever you do finally find their eyes, no sense of self whatsoever. And she, terrified looking, is physically like placed into the side of him, being constricted by like the bulbous form itself.
So she's not a part of him, but he is being held down by him.
Visually, we saw a thing. You know, whenever it like collides with something, it's that.
So it's being absorbed.
Yes.
But not yet.
Not
I
yet.
can stop it.
She looks like she's been crying and can't anymore.
I'm going to kill him. And I'm going to stop that from happening, and I'm going to save her.
Just try to cut her out of him.
I have a belt of giant strength and a fucking big-ass two-handed ice sword. I'm going to cut him to pieces.
Well, first off, I think you want to get her out, yeah?
Yeah.
But you don't
But
exactly
it's the
have...
hand first.
I got
It's
you.
the fucking hand first.
Hand?
Arm thing.
No, this is
whatever.
like... probably like what used to be part of his ribcage.
Well, whatever. The hell is grabbing her? Needs to not be holding her anymore.
Less grabbed, more engulfed. But make a medicine check with disadvantage because you're not exactly using precise tools.
Got it. Goddamn. So it's a 19 at disadvantage. Would have been a 24.
Okay. 19, you
25. 24, 25, whatever, doesn't matter.
19, you do your best to kind of carve her out, and eventually she does kind of flop out onto the ground, kind of hitting it a bit roughly. There are still some bits of him stuck to her. And she's
Obviously,
just gasping.
Interposing myself, cleaning every bit of that off of her with a dagger or whatever I can get my hands on.
Make another medicine check.
Disadvantage still, or?
Say you've pulled out your dagger this time, so it's just straight.
Yeah.
It's just, it'll take a minute.
21. 17 on the die.
It's not fast, and this stuff resists every cut you make. But eventually, most of it seems to be detached from her. And the only parts you feel like you couldn't get were the parts that seem to, like, spike and go inside.
A healer can fix that better than I can.
But she's just kind of gasping hard and, like, clutching onto you.
It's all going to be fine now, Mizrin. But I need you to stand behind me. Okay.
She now actually begins to, like, cough very, very, like, it sounds like it hurts. And eventually you can see that she starts coughing up blood.
Both of those medicine checks probably wouldn't tell me if a healing potion would help at all.
From that medicine check, you looking at her, I'm just gonna let the other one carry. She doesn't look particularly good, and she looks a bit emaciated, but where you are and what's happening, you're thinking that that thing was also keeping her alive. So you basically just cut off what she was using as her supply of food and water. So it's all kind of hitting her.
Yeah. It's not a lot, but cure wounds can staunch the bleeding, even internally, because magical healing is magical healing. It's not going to be great.
You have like a restoration or something?
I do not.
Don't you have... This is just like things that are things. But don't you have a spell that like latches on to things and then you can drain it?
Like Prayer of Healing and Healing Spirit, yeah.
No. The homebrew spells.
Yes. But it's a necrotic thing that hurts them and heals me.
Well, send it the other way.
You're right. I can do that. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
It's going to hurt him and heal her. Or no, it has to hurt me. That's right. Yeah, it's going to hurt me and heal her.
Tell me how much you're spending from that. Of your own hit point pool.
I gotta pull that fucking spell back up.
Or just give me an acceptable number.
Okay. So it does 2d6 normal damage. So I'm just gonna max it at a 12 for me.
Well, it's also a concentration, yeah? So just tell me what total you're allowing to be siphoned from you to her.
I'll bloody myself. 60.
Alright. As time progresses and you're doing that, just this strangely organic tether between you two, she begins to... she doesn't look nearly as emaciated and unhealthy as she did. Some of the color returns to her face. And she kind of begins to gasp, and for the first time since you've been here, you actually hear her voice whenever she's doing so.
Mizrin? It's going to be okay. Don't talk.
She's just crying. crying and hiding behind you.
Can you tell me who did this?
She's like beside herself with fear, but she is decidedly interposing you between her and the thing you just cut her out of.
How much difficulty does it look like I'm gonna have taking care of this?
It's big. It doesn't look like it's gonna stop anytime soon, but it also doesn't seem aware. So difficult? Probably not. But you might be chopping for a week.
Then I better get started.
How long are you gonna take just plunging into this thing? It doesn't react whenever you do anything to it.
Until it's dead. Because if this is what hurt my sister, the really and truly only thing I care about in the hells, it doesn't need to exist anymore here.
You continue until you accrue a level of exhaustion.
Fine.
2. 3. 4. 5.
Well, I can't go any further after 4. Technically speaking.
Well, I think you die at 6, yeah.
Die at 6, prone at 4, can't move.
But you can still fucking chop at it while you're prone.
Fair.
It's not moving.
I would know better than to kill myself, because then she couldn't get out of here. So at 5, if I can get it to 5, I would stop, pop a tiny hut, if I'm allowed to in this plane.
If you stop at 5, then the light from earlier is going to appear near you. And you're going to be made to where you no longer feel the exhaustion. I'm not saying it's not still there.
So if I walk out of here, I'll die. But I don't feel it.
You feel better. So you probably stand up. What do you do next?
If I stand up and this thing is giving me the ability to keep going, I keep going.
You start at it again, and then it hits you again.
Why won't you die? Why do you insist on persisting when this is all your fault? You couldn't just wait. I told you to wait. I would have handled it. It would have been fine.
Doesn't see it. You see no sign of recognition.
I know. I don't stop. I can't stop. If I stop, he wins. If I stop, the deity wins.
Eventually,
if I stop, she dies.
Eventually, you feel a small hand on your shoulder, kind of trying to tug you.
I immediately stop if she tries to stop me.
He's just trying to tug you away from it.
Misrin, he did this to you.
I followed him here.
You
Thought it'd be
didn't know.
fun.
You didn't know better. He did. He knew what he was doing. He knew what this place was. Let's just go.
There was the big light. And then started to feel a little weird, but Ophis and what's his name? I lost my
Osis.
page. Osis. And then he became that.
Osis what? You said you saw the big light and then Osis. What did Osis do?
The light was loud, and I heard him yelling. And then that grabbed me. I go home.
Then let's go home. But where Osis lives isn't home anymore, okay? I've made a new home, and I want you to join me there. It's safer and prettier than this will ever be. Okay?
You hear the voice from earlier, kind of echoing throughout the caverns. You may owe your brother more than you think.
What could I possibly owe him?
Your life, for one. See, I said I would take what mattered, not what was offered. Your father came. He made a plea, tried to offer the small one near to you, but they were never what mattered to him.
Never.
His sense of self was, though. His ambition
Always.
and desire to do more. He doesn't have that now. That said, he still would have gotten a sacrifice through before that happened.
What did Osis want? What was Osis's bargain? And if I really owe my sister's life to him, why wasn't she with him?
The light will kind of cascade over this grotesque monster that was your father. He only ever wanted to look good in their eyes.
He
So?
only ever wanted power.
That was your father. Your brother simply wanted acceptance from someone that mattered.
Who would that be?
The light still cascading on the grotesque mask that was your father.
I've come to realize that I have nothing to bargain with you. Nothing that I'm willing to give up to get what I can from you. Because you will never have her.
Would you like to
And
know what it was?
I just pick her up. What? Tell me.
You claim it's your ambition, but it's not. You claim it's some ability to rule, but it's not what matters to you. Your compassion. Sense of honor around it. Had you gone through with what all these other failures have done, that would have been a creature.
There are some things I'm not willing to lose.
So then what are some things you're willing to protect? I am life,
Everything.
I am balance. What is your goal?
My goal is to give my family a peaceful life in the material plane that's away from the politics and the pain that is the hells that we've only ever known. I built a life there myself in barely 6 months. And I want them to share in that fate.
Completely destroy your father's legacy and ambitions, leave his people to
Leave
their
it in
own
the
devices?
Leave it in the dust. Let it rot like he should have. I just kind of spit on the ground where he is.
Now then. Your brother is my champion here. He saved your sister with his sacrifice of your father. He found a loophole in time. Good for him. Things are coming.
What do you need me to do? Because I already have the opportunity of killing the things that are coming. And I plan on making good on that. The more power I accrue before that happens, the better.
Alright. So what if we go all in on your compassion then? I can grant you some boons that will likely ensure that, at the very least for your part, you will leave no one wondering at your loyalty. But once all is said and done, you'll die.
But everyone else will be safe.
That's the idea.
Done. No question.
You,
My life or theirs, not a contest.
as you're saying this, you feel like tugs and some more tears in your shoulder as you're saying this directly in front of her. While you're holding her, even.
Mizrin, you're too young to understand yet, but I have done terrible things in this life. And it's only in the last few months that I've been gone have I truly realized all the terrible things I have done in the name of him and in the name of this place. And really in the name of that thing that's talking to us. If what I need to do to atone is to give you a happy life outside of all of this, you and your brother and your sister, and even Ozus should he choose to go, because he is still my family, then you have to understand, it's my duty as the oldest to protect you three.
But Papa's already gone. I know.
I know. Do you want me to? Stay.
He's just kind of burying her head into your shoulder and like shaking your head, just not as a no to your question, but it's just like a no to everything.
Yeah.
Like a scared child.
Yeah. What if I don't die?
I'm afraid there must be balance. But
I understand.
without
I
this,
understand the balance. If I may be so bold as to interrupt for a moment. I understand the balance. But what if I, instead of outright death, all of the abilities that make me who I am, all of the things that make me powerful, or whatever you want to call it, would fade instead, never to be gained again. I would just be a bog standard, live out the rest of my however many years as a nobody.
the only way I could agree to that is if those that cared about you were forced to forget you. And I don't think you want that. like you want that even less than being destroyed. Or perhaps not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe knowledge that they will forget and not care anymore might be enough to satiate you.
If I was not here, they wouldn't cry, so it'd be just like I was dead.
But then what would be the point of life?
Correct.
I don't think you could live like that.
What if the boon you grant me is only temporary until this is done?
It will be, because at the end you are destroyed.
That's right. Damn it. Why do things have to be so difficult?
Because if it was easy, then the light will again
It wouldn't
shift
be
on the
worth-
grotesque mask that is your father.
It wouldn't be worth doing. Why, Father, why? Why must you make these decisions?
He wanted to claim what he thought was his.
It was never his. He knew that.
You just kind of turn your head in their direction, just these vacant eyes staring off in different directions. Each one probably about the size of your torso.
Would I be able to give up all that makes me me and sacrifice half my life and still get to keep my family?
I respect that you're trying, but my offer is on the table.
I just don't want them to lose me. It's the whole point I'm here.
I think the whole point you're here is to save them. Or am I wrong?
That's the point. But I'm not saving them if I make them cry.
No, you still are. What's
Not
about to
really.
come? You still are.
If it means I have to leave them, then I must turn down your deal. I apologize. But I cannot leave them alone, no matter what. I have to be here for them. I have to stay here with them. Because just because this threat is coming doesn't mean another threat won't come later. It doesn't mean something else won't be there to hurt them. And I will never let something hurt them again. And I just pick up Mizrin and just hold her in a hug. Never.
I'm glad to see at least one of his has managed to learn something, well, two, honestly.
You really count the second one, though.
I truly do.
Well, you know more than I do. You are knowledge, after all.
Your no, that is my sibling.
I know.
I can apprise you of exactly what happened.
I kind of get the gist, but do go ahead.
Your father knew that the time of contact was upon us. Headed out here, knowing that the young one would follow suit. Your brother felt something was wrong, and followed as well.
I guess the feeling was you.
Once they got here, your father said about the standard ritualistic materials, and you just kind of hear, like, a thundering clatter of bones. There are so many more than you saw, and you don't entirely know where they are.
Everywhere.
But like most that tried, what they cared about most was their own self-advancement. So the price that they paid was their minds. Your brother truly loved your father. But they truly loved their family more. You, however, were on the way. And you're going to take them somewhere safer.
Always.
So
It's
he'll
my
be
duty.
left without them as soon as you do so.
And that's his punishment.
Now that's his cost. Though he may not know, it is to be paid. He bought their life. He bought her life.
I'm just gonna walk out of this cave and collapse. Oh.
Now before you leave,
Yes. What can I do for you?
an awful lot of things. But are you sure that there is nothing that you require?
The boon would have been immensely great, but the terms of the deal cannot be agreed upon. The only other thing I would like to acquire, would be knowledge of how to access more of this. And he'll hold out not the Dragoon Stone, the Soul Stone.
How about I offer a kindness? I
You're
can
not known
impart
for that.
I am known for balance and
Barters
life.
and balance. So what does the kindness come with?
It's an explanation. You say you'd be leaving
Okay.
your family alone if you were to die, but I argue that you brought with you a secondary family that would see to it that everything is taken care of for them, even in the event of your death. The calamity is coming. I can give you 2 of your months after that. And I have full faith that you and your friends could set things straight in perpetuity.
Can you make it 12? So I can build them a house, a life.
6.
8.
6, and let it be known I am being very kind.
Mizrin,
She hasn't managed to compose herself since
I know.
the idea floated by her.
Mizrin. Sweetheart, look at me.
She kind of tries to do so. Her face is just a mess.
You know I love you, yes?
She nods her head.
You know that'll never change.
Just kind of looks at you.
Six months.
Are we striking a chord?
You're sure I can't talk you to 8?
You get 6.
It was mostly a joke. With 6 months, I can do a lot. With 6 months, I can leave them happy. Deal.
The light suddenly becomes very, very strong on your current location. You're blinded. Everything hurts. And you can tell that your sister fell down.
Well, yeah, duh.
Once that is over, there's no immediate visual
Different
change to yourself. No, there's a different feeling. There's a lot different feeling. But there's no immediate visual change to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to hear, now go.
Thank you for your kindness. And I pick up my sister and leave.
You go.
And as soon as I exit the fucking door, I collapse with my sister held above me. Because 5 levels of exhaustion, I can't fucking move.
Oh, that's
I'm
gone.
about to die. Oh, it's gone? Gone?
That's gone,
Cool. Gone. Never mind.
Everybody else at this point, you spent a lot of time in there, so it's probably nighttime by now. Somebody set up a camp, and since I heard Medina, let's say Vashnir's awake as you come out.
I'm gonna go over.
Wah.
Someone-
Take your time, I got time.
Hmm.
I don't gotta be in bed till 4.
Yodak is also awake.
I am also awake.
I'm gonna head over to him.
You do so.
Vashnir, Jodak, meet Mizrin, my youngest sister.
They're just a mess. They smell bad. They look bad. They've been crying. Then they cried some more.
I would have cleaned them before. Like, the smell bad wouldn't be there. I'd have cleaned them in precipitation before we left.
There's still some amount of gunk stuck on her.
Oh, yeah, because crying and me walking through gunk, it's gonna be there, but, like, the smell bad. Like, the really badness. She does have spikes and shit like that coming out of her, though.
Looks like you could get some. Looks like you need some hot food and something good to drink, non-alcoholic.
With my new boon, can I fix her brokenness?
You can do something with the corruption inside of her.
I don't want it to get worse.
Well, you
want
can
it to
do
go
something
away.
with the corruption inside of her. You want it to go away from her?
I want her corruption to not be there anymore.
It's gotta go somewhere. Where's it gonna go?
Jodak, no.
One would say you, because you're now a being of that corruption.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. You don't feel any different. Her, however, she no longer has these weird-ass, like, thing-ish protrusions coming out of her.
Huh. That's a thing I can do now.
What did you do?
Stole her corruption.
Gotta say, it doesn't mean a whole lot. But don't know what that means.
She had a corruption inside of her because she was the object of a sacrifice. It wasn't the true object of the sacrifice because my father never really cared about us. The only thing he ever cared about was himself and his own vain attempt at power. So what the entity, my god, took from him was his sense of self and sense of being. Turned him into an amalgamation of pain and torment. And nothing behind the eyes. Before my father could really kill her, Ozus showed up and made a deal. what he thought was a loophole. What he's going to find out was a mistake, because I'm taking my family with me when we leave. And the thing he wanted to never lose the most was the care and love of his family. So instead of really saving her, he left her to die. The only reason he really saved her was by stopping my father from really sacrificing her completely. And it gave me the chance to be here. But I have struck a deal, and I'm going to tell you the terms of that deal. I have been granted the boons of my God, and all the power that comes along with that. And as such, 6 months after this calamity is here, I'm going to die. 6 months after we win against this calamity, I'm dead.
Hell of a price to pay.
But a price I would pay 1,000 million times if it means I can give my family a better life. And I'm hoping, I'm begging you, and he will get down on his knees, to give that to them. If there's nothing else I ask of you, it's this. You and you alone have been the change in me. Since I left the Hells. This is all I require in return. Give them a home. Let them be happy and merry and cheerful.
I'm gonna lift him up. No need to beg. You have my word.
Thank you, Veshnir. And you too, Brain.
I have a name.
I know, Jodek. I know.
And I believe we will end session there as you guys set up for the night.
The only thing I was going to say is Mizra, meet your uncles.
She's still overwhelmed. She needs a minute.
I know.
She just spent a week or
I'm a
two
Papa
stuck
Tiny
to
Hut.
that fucking thing. But alright, I was assuming as such.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anything else? Okay. That's all for
I
this
didn't change
session.
my alignment.
See you later.